Could you burn that for me? Good evening, America. Our top story today is Trump. We get to talk about Donald Trump. Our ratings suck without him. And we'll also be covering Bill Gates' divorce, how Canada is holding their citizens hostage, Biden's photo op, Florida, and the medical mafia. But first, Donald Trump! Facebook's oversight board upheld its decision to permanently ban Trump from its platform. Some say it was an important decision to uphold tyrannical propaganda while slowly dismantling free speech. Others are told to say the ban was well-deserved because he was trying to incite riots. The Facebook Oversight Board upheld Trump's ban from the platform as they found he severely violated community guidelines with 2 posts. They concluded his phrases, "We love you," "You're very special," "Great patriots," and "Remember this day forever," were inciting violence. Meanwhile, California Democrat Maxine Waters is still on all platforms for inciting peace with her words, "Stay on the streets," and "Get more confrontational." This just in! For those wondering what the Facebook Oversight Board, it's Facebook pretending to be a neutral third party so they can continue protecting Americans from having their First Amendment protected. For the frog that's sitting in the free speech pot of water, the temperature is here. They've made a lot of progress heating it up over the past year. And you're the frog. In other news, Joe Biden and his wife, what's her name? Mrs. Biden visited former President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind. During the visit, Jimmy Carter was overheard saying to a staffer while pointing at Biden, "Jesus, that guy looks old." The photo has received a lot of controversy around the internet as the Bidens look abnormally large. This has led some to believe the photo is fake and they're being deceived. Though we can't confirm nor deny the rumors, we can say if they turn out to be true, it would be the first thing that's deceptive or fake about Biden's presidency. And it's worth noting that the giant Bidens were brave enough to take their masks off during the visit in the Carter's home. And then for our protection, the theatrics resumed as the Bidens ventured into the dangerous outdoors. There's been no word yet if the Bidens made it home alive. Please send your thoughts and prayers to the president as he's in this dangerous situation. And the theatrical performance continued as Kamala Harris, knowing she was on camera, kissed her husband while both were wearing masks. And both were vaccinated months ago. Kamala Harris got her political start in her 20s when she was sleeping with a 60-year-old married man, State Assembly Speaker Willie Brown, who then in turn appointed her to positions that advanced her career as she slept her way to the top. Women's empowerment is what we tell you she stands for. And in a love story with a much happier ending, Bill and Melinda Gates have announced they're getting divorced. America's most feared couple says their marriage is irretrievably broken. Bill Gates, whose estimated net worth is $130 billion, amassed his fortune playing a real-life Bond villain. After the divorce, Melinda will continue her work in the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill's cover organization. A 1997 Time magazine article published that Bill and Melinda had an agreement that Bill was allowed to take 1 vacation a year with his ex-girlfriend. Intriguing. Though most people don't believe this story, as they don't believe Bill could get laid by 2 women. Canada will now require a certain type of passport to enter their country. Yeah. Could you tell my Canadian friends I'm not going to be able to see them again? Yeah, because I'm not an obedient little bitch. One of the leaders of the Chinese Communist Party, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, has been trying to hold his citizens hostage in intense lockdowns. He's pretending they're still in the middle of a pandemic to justify his tyranny. Meanwhile, Florida proves Trudeau is not protecting anybody from anything. Yet the mantra of a good spousal abuser is, "I'm just doing this for your own good." And Trudeau, too, is just doing this for Canada's own good. Oregon extends its mask and social distancing requirements indefinitely for all businesses in the state. Remember, just 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Is that too much to ask? The current temperature in Oregon is approximately 212 degrees. Seriously, haven't these people ever heard of Florida? They act like it doesn't exist. Everything is great there. People are healthy, they're free. In Florida, case rates of freedom are going through the roof. But don't worry, we at the mainstream media are set with smear campaigns on Governor DeSantis yet to launch. We've got to work together to flatten the Florida freedom curve. In other news, Fauci rejects the idea that the pandemic is over. Like, would a fish say no to water? And now a new segment to our program. Throwback News, a walk down memory lane. In 2009, in an act to protect the American people, the Department of Justice announced the largest healthcare fraud settlement in its history, where Pfizer had to pay a $2.3 billion fine. And in 2013, the Department of Justice ordered Johnson & Johnson to pay more than $2.2 billion to resolve criminal and civil investigations. I'm glad all that's in the past, and those criminal organizations can't harm the public anymore. And finally, as we conclude tonight's program, there haven't been any public shootings recently for the Biden administration to leverage in their agenda to take away your Second Amendment rights. But please stay tuned. More propaganda from people with guns who want to take your guns is set to be released immediately following the next public shooting. Good night! There's two kinds of people in this world. Those who choose to live in fear, and those who choose to live in freedom. My all-new Freedom line of merch is designed for the latter. Those who choose freedom over fear and bravery over obedience are not just making the world a better place for themselves, but a better place for their children and grandchildren. If you're with me on the mission of standing for freedom, check out my new merch line. It's designed to help you flex your freedom while you spread the message. Go to awakenwithjp.com to check it out.